Hey there guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls Part 7. Now you can see we did not leave off exactly where we left before because I forgot to record. But however, if you come out of the room that we were in and went back down to the room we came from, there will be a big gate where the rats were and the slimes were. There'll be a big gate. Just open up the gate and move forward and just follow it. It's really linear and you'll end up right here. In front of these big guys here. Now, they're really easy. They have slow attacks, so you can dodge to the left, to the right, however you want to do it. Or you can dodge away from them. You can see I have not fixed my Uchi-Guchi yet, so I'm still using this wee hander here just to pick up some of the armor. Now, once again, in the last part, I said that if you do not want this armor, you do not have to come and get it. But we're going to get it just for the sake of having it, and I think it's a pretty nice looking set, and it gives some bonuses. So, we will probably be picking up different armor after this, though. So, it's completely optional if you want this. If you don't want this armor, you can bypass this entire thing, and I'll put a link up in, like, the right corner or something if you want to just skip this section completely and go straight to Blightown. Anyway, now that I have said that, be careful that you do not roll off the side because it is a very long way down to Blightown. And you can take these guys out nice and slowly, and there's only a few of them, so there's not too many of them, so you can handle them pretty easily. Now, the other big annoyance that we have are these guys here. Now, I put on the hand axe just to see if I could get rid of them a bit quicker, but I don't think I do. I think I barely do any damage to them. So, but these guys, they are fast, they can poison you, and they're just overall messy. And you can use fireballs to take care of them if you want, but it's completely up to you. I would suggest only taking one of them on at a time, instead of like I am, and I'm taking 3 of them on, which is not a good idea. But you can throw fireballs at them if you wish, but they're quite easy to kill when it's just one-on-one. You just get around them, backstab them, block them, and then just hit them, whichever strategy that you wish to use. Now, that's probably the most annoying thing about these guys. And we're going to try and avoid battles with them as much as possible. See, you can also use the terrain here to your advantage and just throw them off the side. Anyway, we're going to move forward after we have killed all these guys who are a gigantic pain in the ass. And once we have done that, we are going to just move on. Just keep moving. And we will eventually get to here. Here, I'm just checking out. And if you notice that bridge there, it wobbles when you get near it. So we're not going to go across that bridge, just for safety's sake. So here you can see me just backstabbing them. And again, just throwing some fireballs just to get rid of the pests, to be completely honest. Oh dear. I'm being trapped in a corner, which is not a good idea. But it happens. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so this one will be dead, and we will kill the other one. It's good. It's good, it's good. It's good, it's good. There's quite a few of them throughout this entire thing, and there also is another enemy that will shoot poison darts at you and toxic you. But, yeah. So you can see here that I took a quick break because I wanted to check something, and I got toxicked. So, yeah. Just after you've killed all those, you want to come over to this area and go down this ladder, and you can see I'm slowly being ticked away by the toxic, actually really quickly. So if you get toxicked, you will run out of Estus Flask really quickly, and this is where you would use a blooming purple moss clump if you had one. But you can see it sitting there tearing down my health really quickly, so I'm doing this entire part really quickly, so I'm just going to run past things to the best of my ability, or knock them off like I am here. I'm just kicking it off the edge. And it will not follow me, so it's a good thing. So now we're going to go over here, and we are going to go grab this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go straight up this ladder, and the armor set is right there. So you can see the armor set. We're going to heal quickly before we grab it. Grab the armor set, and teleport the fuck out of there with a wood bone. Because we are not coming back this way. There's nothing else that we want over here, and we're just going to leave. After that, we're going to go back to Firelink Shrine. Also, I'm showing you my stats here, and that I am doing Humanity. And my stats about here, you can see I'm leveling Endurance and Vitality now that I already have my weapon requirements. And now we're going to go to Undead Parish, actually. And here in Undead Parish, I forgot, we're going to give him the Ember. And we're going to repair our Uchikatana. And any other items you want, but none of them should really break, so it should be fine. Now, the reason we gave him the Ember was so that we can upgrade our Uchikatana. And as you can see, we're now back in Firelink Shrine. Here we go. Okay. So, the reason we did that was so we can upgrade our Uchikatana plus 6, plus 7, plus 8 once we have large Titanite shards. Now, you can skip this part and do it later, since we don't get large Titanite shards for a while, but it's completely up to you. So now we're going to go down to the Blightown the easy way, which requires going down these stairs and around this corner here to this lift. And we're going to just step on the button and go down into the lift and just wait. It's pretty boring, to be honest. There's not much to talk about a lift. It's a elevator. We could do an elevator song, but it's not big enough. So here we're going to just equip our shadow armor that we got earlier. And you can see it looks pretty nice. I think it looks nice. It gives you some bleed resist as well. So if you ever get invaded by someone with bleed, then yeah, it's nice. I also believe it gives you a bit of poison resist as well. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, it looks nice. So we're going to move forward and we're going to go into this building here, up these stairs, and we're going to open up this door with our master key. Now, if you don't have the master key, you wouldn't be able to open this door. So, yeah. Now we're going to go across this bridge, not these, good English. And then we're going to go through this tunnel, and once we have gone through this tunnel, we will find some big guys like before, and we're just going to ignore them. Dodge them when they try and swing at you and just run straight past them. They usually won't hit you as long as you're careful. And to be honest, we could run past everything in this entire place and not have to kill them. But I'm not going to because it's a bit risky. Anyway, we're going to go down this ladder and down this ladder here. And there will be a monster around the corner here that we're going to kill. It doesn't have a lot of health. You can just sit there and bash it until it dies. It's really not a big threat. The big threat in this area are these flies that will come towards you, and they can toxic you. And toxic, as I said before, is a very, very dangerous sort of poison that will kill you really, really quickly. So you don't want to get toxic. So we're just going to run from them and just keep running until we get to this point down here, where this wheel is. Now you can see there's little platforms on this wheel, so we're going to wait for one and then just fall on top of it. And this will take us all the way down to Blightown. See, it's a lot easier than the other way. And it saves some trouble. So now we're going to go on this thing and then just roll off the edge here. And not fall like that, but well. There will be a bonfire over here that we just need to take care of some of these guys first. And kill them off so they do not follow us to the bonfire. Get a little bit extra souls. And hey, look, an invasion. This is Man-Eater Mildred. This is our other NPC. If you did not go down to the debts. What can I say about Man-Eater Mildred? She's just as easy as Kirk, to be honest. There's not much. Just kill her. It really is not a big trouble, as you can see. She will drop her weapon if you want to use it. Not really too much point in using it. She'll drop some souls, she'll drop humanity, and a soft humanity. So you see, there's the butcher knife. And here is the bonfire. Now we're going to rest at this bonfire and we're going to level up a little bit and put some more in vitality, just keep the vitality and endurance up. Once they get to 40, we want to stop leveling vitality and endurance because we will no longer gain anything from them, to be honest. well, you will gain stuff, but nothing noteworthy. So after that, we're probably going to just put stuff into Dex to increase our damage, as you will see later on in the playthrough. So here, we are now going to go to Bon QueQue, as I like to call her, or QueLag. Chaos Witch QueLag is the first boss, and by the way, here's the Rusted Iron Rings. Good news, you can just run through the swamp without being stopped. Anyway, there's large Titanite shards here as well. And an NPC will spawn there if at random, depending on your glove level. Anyway, Bon QueQue, or QueLag, will be the first check that will seriously test how well you were playing in this game so far. She's not a difficult boss, but she's the first one that will really tell you what she's going to do. And if you can just sit there and watch, you will have a piece of cake of a time. That was not English. You will have... your time will be a piece of cake against her, is what I meant to say. So there you can see a summoning sign. That is Manny or Mildred, if you want to use it. And here we're going to use a purple moss clump to cure the poison. And then we're just going to go out into the boss room after this. So here we go. Now I will explain the fight as we go, but here's the cinematic for it, so I will be quiet. Boobs. But as you can see, QueLag is a gigantic spider mutant thing. She tells her abilities so much. For example, there, she's going to spew. When she retches back like that, she's going to spew. And when she does things like this, you just want to punish her. And she will throw fire at you diagonally. It's really annoying, but you can tell that just by watching her, she shows you what she's going to do in her movements so much. Now, one thing she'll do is she'll swing her sword around like that a lot. So what you want to do is that when it comes, you just want to dodge right when it's coming down, and you will not get hit. It's really easy, as you can see. Just dodge. There it is. Dodge. There it is. And then you can just stay to the right here, and you won't get hit. Now, you want to punish her during this, so just dodge, hit her, dodge, hit her, dodge, and then hit her again. And it's really easy when she's doing this, and you can just stay in her face while she's doing it. You can get her in a cycle where she will just continue to do this over and over again, but she will also spew as well, and she will crouch down like this and do it AoE, like that. Now if you see her do this, you need to get the fuck out, because you will get one-shotted by her. There's probably no scenario, unless you're wearing like stone armor and you're beefy as hell, where she will not one-shot you. So you don't want to get hit by that. So you want to just dodge it. And as you can see, QueLag has a lot of health. So you just want to kind of keep away, just endure a little bit, and just keep whacking at her. Now she will do things like slam the ground, and if you hit her bottom, or ass, she will flare it and do a little fire flare. So you want to avoid hitting her there. And you just want to kind of hit her legs or hit her face. Now, the best thing to do is attack her while she is spewing lava, because she will sit there for a good 5 seconds or so and just sit there and spew lava. So you can just sit there and whack her. A good thing to note is our pyromancy will be useless on this because she's resistant to fire, so don't bother. Just sit here and whack her. It's a pretty repetitive fight, as you can see. Nothing really changes, you just keep whacking at her, punishing her after every move she makes. And that's really it. There's not much to QueLag, but it's probably the first boss where people will really get stunted on their first playthrough. But she is really not that difficult. You just need to take your time, dodge at the correct moment, and you will never get hit. and she's a good boss to practice dodging on and watching tells. So if you are already good at this, by the time you get to QueQue, you're going to have a piece of cake against her. Just like she'll hand you a piece of cake on a silver platter, and she will be like, here's your chocolate cake covered in fire. But yeah, that's QueQue. There is not much to say about QueQue other than that, and don't roll into her fire like I did, because I am a dumbass. You have a gigantic room as well, so you have a lot of room to fight her, and there's not a lot of room that you don't have. And here's a move we haven't seen yet. She will jump at you and spew lava. Best thing is to just roll backwards. You can roll into her, but she will land on you, so you don't want to do that. Just roll backwards and keep your distance, and she will eventually come up to you again. And then you can just start whacking her again. Beep, bap, boop. And here she'll do the slams, and you can see which leg she's going to do. She tells so much. It's ridiculous how much you can see her tells. It's just ridiculous. Just the way she moves. You know what she's going to be doing just by looking at her. So just take your time. Take your time and just fight Chaos Witch QueQue, or Bon QueQue as I like to call her. She is cake. But don't be discouraged if you're having trouble. She is a good boss to just practice on. And after you have... oh, what the hell? That shot is dumb. I don't understand how she can turn her off like that. Just, but, yeah. But just take your time and don't get frustrated. It's the first milestone boss that you will ever face. And she's very dodge eccentric. So just take your time and take it easy, and she will end up dying just like that. You can taunt at her after she's done as well, and she will give you the soul of QueQue. Now this is the first boss, unless you went and did Moonlight Butterfly, that will drop a soul, and then soul of boss name here. You can use her soul to make boss weapons. We will be using it to make a boss weapon later on. And, or you can eat it for like 8,000 souls. It's up to you. So now we're going to ring the second bell. And this will be the end of part 7, I believe, pretty soon. So we will be cutting it pretty soon. But, now that we have rung the second bell, we have gained entrance to the next part of the area. Come on. Show it to us. Show it. There it is. That is Sen's Fortress. And that's annoying thing. But yes, you can see that it is opening up Sen's Fortress. And Sen's Fortress, as you can see, has a bridge to it, and if you notice the area, that is the Undead Parish, right beside the blacksmith. So we will be going back to the blacksmith after this. But for now, see you in part 8.